Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing well. If you are new here, my name is Pedro and in today's video, we are back with the Happy Home Paradise and we gonna make another villager happy. Today, a little bit of a different villager as you saw from the thumbnail, but I hope you enjoy it. So without further ado, let's dive into the video. Today we are making Klaus Happy Paradise. And you may ask, Klaus is some kind of hated villager around the community of Animal Crossing. It's not everyone who like him. I don't have a formal opinion about Klaus because I never had him in my island. I never had him showing up. I know he's a smug. He can show up in the campsite. A lot of people dislike that, but what brings us here today was because Klaus was around the beach and he wanted a life in antiquity. And when you look to Klaus, I don't know if you ever noticed, I noticed later on when I was doing this build for him, Klaus is one of the very minority of villagers who have shoes, because normally villagers do not have shoes. I'm not sure if he will be the only one, but he have like that Roman characteristic sandals, and I was very curious about that. I didn't investigate about other villagers having shoes, but Klaus definitely had. It's always with him, even if you change what he's wearing, it's like part of his shoes. What is a little bit odd, so he's always wearing that sandals. But what brings us here today is what he was dreaming about having as a happy home paradise. So I love the idea behind Klaus and this kind of Italian Rome, ancient Rome of Julius Caesar, you know, very Romanesque of that Roman era, and I love that. So I try to bring here to him some kind of like statue building column garden with a little bit of they had kind of the Roman baths, and that is what we will see outside of his building. Inside of the building, I really wanted to bring something more kind of Klaus showing his possessions, Klaus living in a different generation. Klaus is like the Julius Caesar of Animal Crossing. So I decided to make him like kind of a reception room for him to get like his people in to ask him favors, where he start new things in his community, and that was the idea in the house, where we will jump pretty soon. The outside is quite simple. I'm using this kind of Zen fence, and I love how it looks with this red top, because now this fence can be customized. Of course, I'm using the custom part I always use, and it looks awesome here. Really great. I start making here kind of a little pond, but actually I will replace that pond with a bathtub. We're gonna put some sandals on the bottom, and gonna have some toga, I think is the name of what he's wearing, around here and there. I was kind of having a vision of Socrates here, like philosophers and all of that ancient Rome vibe, and that's what I was wanted to bring it here. I love the end result. Klaus actually changed a lot in my view. I didn't know what to expect from him, but after having and create this story behind what is his dream home, it actually makes sense of his attitude and being smug, and he's like, you know, a little bit superior because he's from a different class. He's like the Caesar of Animal Crossing, you know. He's like the king of this space, and we need to respect that. We're gonna have a lot of small items like chandeliers, a lot of golden appointments, more inside than outside, because I wanted to bring that kind of richness around. The outside is gonna be almost done, if it's not done already. It was very difficult to came up with something here. The lot I choose was the one who had already the ancient ruins with the vines. It's one or two who actually have it already in the back of the lot, like the view of the lot, and that was the option I took here, was to put him here because I think it really matched. And as you can see, I know the lot kind of closed by himself, but I didn't want to close the sides of the lot, so you can see you have some entrance where they can go from one side to another, receive some visitors, getting some creativity of what actually could happen here. I love the end result, and it's different. I decided the house to make it quite small. We will see at the start when we go inside. I'm gonna size it up a little bit, but I really wanted to make this a little bit narrow, kind of a meeting room where his people came and asked or request or give him offers, and to show his richness around. So then I will narrow it down a little bit. I didn't know exactly how to approach this kind of antiquity, because you have many ways of doing it. Of the items Klaus bring us, they are very particular. There are a lot of golds going on, and that's why I had the approach of having some gold items going on in this particular inside. And I really wanted to have that kind of Rome Asian temple here with the Aphrodite statues and all of that kind of reminiscences of Roman Empire, having it here. You're gonna see me starting doing something at the beginning. We're gonna switch that pretty quick because I really wanted to have a kind of a throne. But then I thought the room was very large, and I really didn't want to have it such a big room. I really wanted to use these statues, the one with the wings, but they are quite big, and you really need a lot of space for it. But then when I start to make the layout of the front, and I love how it looks, this building is very not three-dimensional, so it's not great from all angles. But actually from the front and the way I lay out the front of the house is really pretty, because it's gonna have the statues, you're gonna have some angles, you can see through the statues, some emptiness here and there, and I really like, it's like you seeing through the cracks, and I really like that aspect of the building. But that makes the building to not be 100% pretty on the left side or on the right side. It's kind of an angle point of view, and sometimes it works, sometimes it's the only way of making it to look nice. And you see it already how it's looking, the front of the building. When I gonna make it smaller, it will delete it, so I will need it to place again the items, but I really like it how this turned out. We're gonna have a lot to see here, and we're gonna have a tour of the end of this speed build. So I hope you enjoy it. Let me know, what do you think about Klaus? If you don't like Klaus, and why you don't like Klaus? For example, some small details I decided to put it here, of course, like in many others, but this one particularly is like, I believe Klaus is full of himself, so he loves a lot himself. So having a picture of himself, it's like something he will look in a daily bases, you know. Then we have some armor, like he's ready for some fights. We're gonna have some target there. So we have the helmet to show a little bit of more tough he could be through his actions. And that is actually what I was looking here. As you can see, I'm now making it smaller. It's a little bit tighter, but it will have that main corridor grow through the throne, so it's like the main stage of this building. So let me know, what do you think about this creation for Klaus, this Roman inspiring building? I hope you enjoy it, and we are pretty soon just making some details here and there. We're gonna have some details on the walls. I didn't want to clutter a lot the walls, but we have this kind of you know, the celeste items of the signs, like the tiger, the arch and arrow, and you're gonna have a little bit of more gold through this white marble room going through. So very soon we're jumping into the tour of this building in game, and I hope you enjoy it. So without further ado, let's dive into the game and have a proper tour to Klaus' empire. And here we are in a Klaus temple, like a life in antiquity. I love how this looks, like the way you can see all the pillars behind, and actually this lot is really pretty. I'm not gonna lie, and I love how Klaus always have the sandals. Put it on him. We have a lot of details going on here. Very simple, but it's kind of that Roman bathhouse I was looking for. So it's pretty simple. We have a lot of pinks and reds, green, and some statues, and I love how it looks. So let's dive into the inside. And here we are inside. This is his temple. This is his throne. And he's stuck behind. Okay, this could happen, but it's fine. Let's put him sit down there. So this is how it looks in more detail, with a lot of statues here. I love the vines, the stone, a lot of detail going on here. And it's so pretty, like the angles and the pictures we can get it here. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it. It's showing some wealth, like Klaus' wealth, and everything he's been collecting. I love the chandeliers. They are super pretty. I love the helmet here, the picture of him, of course, and all the details in this home. So here you have it, another home for another happy villager. This time was Klaus, and we had dream about ancient Rome. Let me know in the comments, what do you think about this build? Let me know if you enjoyed this video, if you want to see more things like this. Of course, don't forget to like the video if you actually enjoy it, and don't forget to subscribe to have more content like this. And about me, I will see you all in the next one.